रेडी? ये उसी असाइनमेंट का हिस्सा है जो मैंने आपको दिया है। ये इकट्ठे असाइनमेंट आपको पहले आपको लिख लेने हैं मैनुअली और फिर इसकी डिक्टेशन ले लेनी है। ये आपको डिक्टेशन जो मिलेगी वो आपको मिल जाएगी वीकेंड असाइनमेंट प्रेसिडेंट स्पीच के नाम से। मैं एक प्लेलिस्ट में डाल देता हूँ। वीकेंड असाइनमेंट के नाम से आएगा। प्रेसिडेंट की 2 स्पीच पड़ी हुई है, वो कंटेंट अलग है, ये अलग है। तो आपको जो करना है वीकेंड असाइनमेंट प्रेसिडेंट स्पीच के नाम से एक फाइल होगी, इसमें 1 से लेकर 6 तक का, एक फाइल होगी 7 से 11 तक का। पहले इसको कवर करना है, फिर सुन के लिखना है। मंडे इसको सबमिट कर देना है। स्टार्ट इट। The programs and ministries conceived by Atal ji played a vital role in eliminating the social imbalances during the initial years of 21st century. But unfortunately, these initiatives did not get the desired momentum and continuity in subsequent years. We are all aware that if our Divyang brothers and sisters are provided assistance to ameliorate their physical difficulties, they can achieve new heights on their own. With this in mind, the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment established by Atal ji had started the tradition of organizing camps to assist the Divyangjangs. But the situation was so dismal that up to 2014, only 56 such camps could be organized. After formation of my government in 2014, following the vision of Atal ji, efforts were made with full sensitivity to solve the problems of Divyangjangs. In the past 4.5 years, my government has been organizing 140 camps on an average every month, where Divyangjangs are receiving assistive equipments. During this period, assistive equipments worth rupees 700 crore have been distributed to about 12 lakh Divyangjangs in a fully transparent manner. We are all familiar with the ordeals faced by Divyangjangs at railway stations and bus stands while commuting. My government, under the Sogamya Bharat Abhiyan, has made about 1000 government buildings and more than 650 railway stations fully accessible to Divyangjangs. Children using sign language in one state had to face considerable difficulty due to different types of sign languages while visiting other states. In many instances, multiple sign languages were being used within a state. Taking note of their difficulty, my government started working on a uniform sign language for Divyangjan applicable throughout the country. A dictionary for the Divyangjan with 3000 words has already been published by the Delhi-based Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center, and the work on another dictionary with 3000 new words is in progress. In addition, the central government has made about 100 websites compliant to the needs of Divyangjan through the enactment of the Rights of the Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. My government has provided them with equal opportunity in education, social security and employment. Honorable members, tragic accidents at unmanned railway crossings have for years been a subject of discussion in our country. This subject has also been raised many times in the parliament. In 2014, unmanned crossing in the country numbered 8,300. My government undertook a mission to eliminate unmanned railway crossings, which have now almost been done away with. Our citizens have to frequently deal with natural calamity of one kind or the other. Every year, there are floods in some districts and drought in some others. My government is fully focused on the management of natural disasters, and the financial assistance has been more than doubled so that relief work can be performed with full capacity. Be it the cyclonic storms in southern states or the floods in eastern India, my government has exhibited promptness and sensitivity in relief and rehabilitation works. Honorable members, mindful of the prevalence of injustice and deprivation in the society, my government has been working towards reforming the legal system so as to ensure social and economic justice. The Citizenship Amendment Bill will help in the securing of Indian citizenship by those victims who were persecuted and were compelled to seek refuge in India. These people cannot be blamed since they were victims of circumstances. My government has made a provision for capital punishment in case of heinous crimes like rape of minors. In many states, capital punishment has been awarded after expeditiously completing the hearing, which has sent out a strong message to persons with such perverted thinking. With a view to liberate our Muslim daughters from a life of fear and anxiety, and to provide them with equal right to lead their lives at par with other daughters, my government is striving hard to get the triple talaq bill passed by the government. Similarly, grant of constitutional status to the other backward classes commission demonstrates my government's commitment towards social justice. A historic decision has been taken in the last winter session of Parliament to pass the 103rd Amendment to the Constitution to extend the benefit of reservation to the poor belonging to the general category. This is an effort to provide justice and equal opportunity to those poor young men and women who felt left out because of poverty. To ensure that this new dispensation has no impact on the existing reservation, the number of seats in educational institutions are being increased proportionately. Honorable members, youth are the greatest strength of our nation. India has the largest number of young people in the world, and the policy decisions of my government have been inspired by the aspirations and dreams of the youth Indians of 21st century, keeping in mind the desire of the youth to be self-reliant. The Kusal Vikas Abhiyan was launched. Under this Abhiyan, in the last 4 years, on an average, 1 crore youth have been trained every year in different skills. 830 वर्ड्स है और ये प्रेसिडेंट स्पीच के असाइनमेंट में से 7 नंबर बोला गया है. 100 की स्पीड है, 80 पे लिखेंगे. Ready? Start it. In the coming days, more than 15,000 ITIs, more than 10,000 Kausal Vikas Kendras, and more than 600 Pradhan Mantri Kausal Vikas Kendras will play a critical role in developing the skill set of the country's youth. Under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which facilitates credit for professional and business requirements, loans worth more than rupees 7 lakh crore have been disbursed to the youth without any guarantee. More than 15 crore people have benefited, and over 4 crore 26 lakh first time borrowers have started their business under this scheme. Under Startup India and Stand Up India, my government has provided financial assistance to make the youth self-reliant. As a result, in the world of startups, India now figures as a frontline country. The government has linked creation of jobs with tax incentives under Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana. Under this scheme, when a young person gets a new job, the EPS and EPF contribution of 12% payable by the employer is being paid by the government for the first 3 years. More than 1 crore youth have already benefited from this scheme. Honorable members, every parent aspires for a good education for their sons and daughters so that they can succeed in life. Government is stabilizing new educational institutions to provide increased opportunities for professional education of the highest standard. 7 IITs, 7 IIMs, 14 IIITs, 1 NIT and 4 NIDs are being established. It has been decided to enhance the amount of scholarship and fellowship by more than 25% to encourage research activities in the country. In addition, efforts are being made to further strengthen the foundation of the education system by opening 103 Kendriya Vidyalayas, Eklavya Model, Avashya Vidyalayas in all taluks having a majority tribal population and 62 new Navodaya Vidyalayas. To provide the standard of education, government is following a multi-dimensional approach. To secure the future of the country, it is imperative that children still study in schools, get full opportunity to transform their flight of imagination into concrete reality. The government is setting up more than 5,000 Atal tinkering labs for taking ideas to innovation. With changing times and evolving technology, methods and processes of employment and business are also changing. My government is constantly working to ensure the preparedness of youth of our country for such changes. My government is making efforts to identify talented sports persons from different corners of this country under the youth-centric Khelo India program. Transparency in selection process has boosted the morale of our sports persons. The result is reflected in the number of medals won by us at national and international levels. Honorable members, our daughters are making remarkable contribution in every field today and have brought laurels to the country. It is for the first time since independence that the policies and programs of the government have created numerous new opportunities for enterprise for women and led to their empowerment and economic mainstreaming. Under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, the maximum benefit has been availed by women. Out of the 15 crore Mudra loans provided so far throughout the country, 73% have been disbursed to women entrepreneurs. Under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, about 6 crore women have become members of self-help groups. My government has provided loans worth more than rupees 75,000 crore to such self-help groups. This amount is 2.5 times more than the loans given in the 4 years preceding 2014. In order to ensure the participation of women entrepreneurs in small and medium enterprises, it has been made mandatory for the major government companies to purchase at least 3% of their material from the enterprises owned by women entrepreneurs. My government is also making efforts to address the problem of gender-based discrimination faced by women in different spheres. Last year, a decision was taken whereby women officers recruited under the Short Service Commission in the armed forces would be considered for permanent commission through a transparent selection process, just like their male counterparts. Women who had been deprived of employment opportunities in the underground mining sector, even after so many years of independence, will now be given equal opportunity to work in this sector. To enable working women to devote more time towards the upbringing of their newborn children during their crucial formative years, the government has enhanced maternity leave from 12 weeks to 26 weeks. Honorable members, despite the scorching sun, heavy downpour, snowfall, and any other challenge, the hard-working farmers of our country have toiled day and night to produce record food grain harvest. There has also been an increase in dairy and fish production, as also in other areas. Many of you have witnessed village life and the struggles of the farmers from very close quarters. Our farmer brothers and sisters are not only the foundation of our economy, but they also keep our traditions alive. On behalf of this August House, I compliment our Annadata farmers. My government is striving day and night to attain the goal of doubling farmers' income. 849 वर्ड है, 80 की स्पीड है, 100 पे लिखेंगे फिर से. Started. Understanding the needs of farmers, the government is seeking to find permanent solutions to their problems. It is the priority of the government to provide better facilities and assistance to farmers for the entire spectrum of agriculture activities, from purchase of equipments and seeds to transportation of produce and its sale. Work is being carried out with a new approach for reducing the cost of farming, providing the farmers with fair price for their crops, providing access to new markets, and helping them with additional sources of income. My government has taken the historic decision of fixing the minimum support price MSP of 22 crops at 1.5 times higher than the production cost of the crop. In addition, it is being ensured that good quality seeds are made available to the farmers. The number of Krishi Vigyan Kendras is being increased across the country to assist the farmers with scientific methods of farming. More than 17 crore soil health cards have been distributed to inform the farmers about the health of the soil. 100% neem coating of urea has been done to facilitate its availability and to prevent its misuse. My government is completing 99 incomplete old irrigation projects so that farmers do not face any hurdle in irrigation. 71 of these projects will be completed by the next few months. Micro irrigation is also being promoted by the government to ensure full utilization of every drop of water. Crop insurance is being provided to farmers at low premium under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana to safeguard them from potential crisis due to crop damage. A campaign has been launched to link online more than 1,500 agricultural mandis to facilitate market access to farmers. Cold storage capacities are being increased at a fast pace to minimize crop damage from the field to the market and to ensure proper storage. The Waste to Wealth campaign is being implemented to ensure that farmers generate additional income out of the crop residue from their field. Under the Blue Revolution scheme, my government is providing training to fishermen in deep sea fishing and financial assistance for buying modern fishing travelers. These comprehensive interventions will trigger a permanent transformation in our 70-year-old agriculture system, empower our Annadata farmers, pull them out of their problems and do justice to their potential. Honorable members, by lending momentum to schemes linked with the Digital India program, my government is trying to provide full advantage of e-governance to people living in rural areas. In 2014, only 59 village panchayats in the country had digital connectivity. Today, 1,16,000 village panchayats are connected with optical fiber and about 40,000 village panchayats have been provided with Wi-Fi hotspots. Establishment of Common Service Center has been accelerated to ensure that various benefits and services are easily available to brothers and sisters in rural areas. In these centers, facilities like banking, insurance, pension, and scholarship, etc., are being made available online to the village folk. In 2014, there were only 84,000 common service centers. Today, their number has increased to more than 3 lakhs. Of these, 2,12,000 centers have been set up in village panchayats. In this era of information technology, easy availability of data, at low cost is a big facility as well as means for development for our people. The cost of 1 GB data, which was about rupees 250 in 2014, has now reduced to only rupees 10. To similarly, the mobile talk time charges have now been reduced to less than half. Earlier, it was almost impossible for ordinary entrepreneurs to supply their products to government departments. The government has now developed an online platform called GEM, that is Government E-Marketplace for Public Procurement. This platform has helped in bringing transparency in public procurement and at the same time has provided an opportunity to entrepreneurs in big and small cities as well as villages to sell their products without any difficulty to the government. Recently, in order to simplify the processes, the government has started a scheme wherein loans of amounts up to rupees 1 crore are approved within 59 minutes. Honorable members, the great Sant Truvalaram has said, that is, a well-governed state is one where there is adequate growth in assets and services, where assets are well distributed and protected, and all citizens get their fair share. We are all aware of the dismal state of banking facilities for the poor that existed even 45 years after nationalization of banks. The Jan Dhan Yojana of my government is an excellent example of how to lay the foundation of major economic transformation. This scheme is not merely for opening new bank accounts. Its objectives are far wider. This scheme is not only ushering in economic inclusion of the poor, it is also increasing their self-confidence. 34 crore bank accounts have been opened in the country because of Jan Dhan Yojana, and almost every family is now connected to the banking system. 100 की स्पीड है और ये जो नंबर है प्रेजेंट स्पीच का 9 नंबर है, 80 पे लिखो. Start it. According to an international agency of all the bank accounts opened in the world from 2014 to 2017, 55% were opened in India alone. Beyond these numbers, it is important to appreciate the positive impact of this initiative on the nation's economy. Our mothers and sisters always used to save some money for difficult times, but often these savings were spent on daily needs. Today, rupees 88,000 crore deposited in Jan Dhan accounts is a testimony to the changing saving habits. It is only because of the Jan Dhan scheme that wages from Magnera benefits from different insurance schemes, scholarships, pensions, and most other government benefits are being credited directly into the bank accounts of the poor through DBT. Jan Dhan accounts have succeeded in eliminating the middleman between the government and the poor. Jan Dhan Yojana is playing an important role in facilitating cost-effective digital transactions in the country through more than 60 crore rupee debit cards and Bhim app. Similarly, government is bringing banking services closer to the people through the India Post Payments Bank set up in the post offices. As a result, the whole world has taken note of this step towards financial inclusion in India. Honorable members, whereas many social welfare programs were in existence for the past several decades, they had failed to produce the desired impact. The alertness, action-oriented approach, and good intention displayed by my government towards the aspirations and difficulties of citizens have made it possible to bring about large-scale, visible changes. While giving a clear majority to my government in 2014, the people of the country had also given a clear mandate to take strict action against corruption and black money. My government has come down heavily on corruption in the past 4.5 years. Being sensitive to public sentiment, my government has waged a war on corruption and black money from day one and approved constitution of a special investigation team SIT on black money in the very first meeting of the cabinet. Thereafter, government enacted a new and strict law on black money. My government also carried out a campaign against illegal acquired assets in foreign countries. New agreements were signed with several countries known as tax havens, and several others were signed with many other countries to rectify deficiencies in existing agreements. While preventing the flow of black money abroad, my government also launched a major campaign against black money within the country. New laws were enacted for sectors thriving on black money, and those were brought under the ambit of taxation. Amid these actions, government also provided an opportunity to voluntarily disclose unaccounted income and wealth. Denomination was a defining moment in the government's war on corruption and black money. This decision struck at the very root of the parallel economy thriving on black money, and the money outside the formal system was brought within the ambit of nation's economy. The action of the government broke the back of the forces destabilizing the country and the systems sustaining the flow of black money. The registration of 3,38,000 dubious shell companies responsible for flow of black money have been annulled by the government. The directors of these companies have also been prohibited from holding such offices again. Assets worth more than rupees 50,000 crore are being confiscated under the Benami Property Act Prevention of Money Laundering Act and a law against fugitive economic offenders. As a result of the policies of my government, black money in real estate sector has declined substantially. The prices of houses have come down and the dream of a normal middle class family for possessing their own house is being realized. Honorable members, I am pleased that on account of these policies of my government, people's trust in the government has increased and there has been a sharp increase in the number of persons paying income tax. Whereas prior to 2014, 3.8 crore people had filed their return. This number has increased and more than 6.8 crore people have come forward to file their returns. Today, the taxpayer is confident that each paisa contributed by him on her is being spent honestly on nation building. My government believes that corruption and black money constitute a grave injustice towards the honest taxpayer of the country. Corruption always infringes on the rights of some poor or middle class person. The government is relying on application of modern technology to address this situation. As a result of the expansion in direct benefit transfer in the last 4.5 years, more than rupees 6,05,000 crore have been directly transferred to the bank accounts of beneficiaries. Because of this, about rupees 1,10,000 crore have been saved from falling into wrong hands. Government has removed about 8 crore fictitious names which were being used by middlemen to misappropriate the rightful benefits of genuine beneficiaries. ये 10 नंबर था प्रेसिडेंट की स्पीच का. लास्ट कंटेंट लिखेंगे. Ready? Start it. Honorable members, in order to build a strong nation, it is imperative that we develop our economy in such a manner that will help our fellow citizens to progress with transparency and honesty. Prior to 2014, auction of coal mines used to be a subject of discussion due to lack of transparency. My government developed a transparent system for auction of coal mines and has protected this national resource. Banks and creditors have directly or indirectly dealt with rupees 3 lakh crore after the new bankruptcy and insolvency code has come into effect. The tendency to avail large loans and misappropriate them with an intent to default has been curbed. While Sardar Patel, with his extraordinary abilities, had accomplished the challenging objective of geographic and political integration of the nation, the task of economic integration remained incomplete. Our traders and entrepreneurs always faced difficulties in sale and purchase of their goods and in compiling with different tax regimes prevalent in different states. Now, with the implementation of a comprehensive tax reform like the GST, the concept of one nation, one tax, one market has been realized. GST is providing instrumental in stabilizing an honest and transparent system of trade and commerce, which is also benefiting the country's youth. This system, while reducing the difficulties faced by traders, has enacted their ease of doing business across the country. I congratulate my competitors for wholeheartedly embracing the new system in a short span of time in the interest of a better future for the country, in spite of the initial bottlenecks. My government is continuously improving the GST regime, keeping in view the suggestions being received from the business community. The primary focus of my government has been to enable our youth to earn their livelihood with dignity, while also creating employment opportunities for others. In order to facilitate self-employment, my government has introduced wide-ranging reforms which are being appreciated globally. As a result of these reforms, India's position has improved by 65 places in the ease of doing business ranking from 142 in 2014 to 77 now. This is an extraordinary achievement, honorable members. During the last 4.5 years, the economy of the country has been growing at a rate of 7.3% on an average. India is playing a significant role in international trade. While India's contribution to the world GDP was 2.6% in 2014, it has increased to 3.3% in 2017 as per the latest reports. India has emerged as the sixth largest economy in the world. This is an opportune moment for the country to play a decisive role in the fourth industrial revolution, and my government is committed to ensure that our citizens take full benefit of this opportunity. As a result of the Make in India initiative, effective outcomes in the field of industrial development and employment generation are clearly visible. Now, India is the second largest manufacturer of mobile phones in the world. Recently, the milestone of converting diesel locomotives into 10,000 horsepower electric engines has also been established by India. As a part of Make in India initiative, Asia's largest medtech zone is being established in Andhra Pradesh. Defense corridors are being established in Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, which will not only strengthen our security through establishment of production facilities for defense equipment, but also provide employment to the youth. Soon, the passengers will also be able to avail the ultra-modal facilities of our fastest train till date, Vande Bharat Express. I also want to congratulate the scientists and engineers of our country who are tirelessly working for recognition of India's prowess in this era of modern technology. The scientists and engineers from ISRO in particular are proving their preeminent position in the world by setting new records in launching satellites. I, on behalf of the nation, convey our best wishes to our scientists and engineers for Mission Gaganyaan. Honorable members, the focus of my government on timely completion of tasks with accountability has resulted in increasing the confidence of the people in government functioning, that has also enhanced the peace of development. My government has established a reputation for time-bound completion of projects. Many projects were delays in completion had become synonymous with injustice to common people of this country, such as India's longest Bogibeel Railroad Bridge in Assam, Western Peripheral Expressway near Delhi, Kollam bypass in Kerala have been fast-tracked and completed. By completing these projects, my government has done justice to the resources of the nation and aspirations of the people. Honorable members, developing modern infrastructure for economic development as per the needs of 21st century is the aspiration of every Indian, especially the middle class. Sensitive to their aspirations, my government is completing new projects at a fast pace. The airport terminal constructed at Prayagraj in a record period of 11 months is an evident example. Last year, the country's first container vessel sailed along the national waterway from Calcutta and reached Varanasi. Eastern Peripheral Expressway, started in November 2015, has also been dedicated to the nation last year. My government believes that eastern part of India, comprising East Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha, and the states of Northeast, has the potential to become a new growth engine. Therefore, my government is relentlessly striving to strengthen the infrastructure related to railways, highways, waterways, and airways in eastern India. Under the Udan Yojana, 19 new airports are being built in eastern India, and of these, 5 are coming up in the northeast. The construction of Pangkyong Airport in Sikkim and Veer Surendra Sai Airport at Jharsuguda in Odisha has been completed. The work of reconstruction of fertilizers plants at Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, Barauni in Bihar, and Sindri in Jharkhand, which were closed for several years, is progressing rapidly. The Urja Ganga Pariyojana, started with an approximate outlay of rupees 13,000 crores, will help expand the industries based on gas pipelines in several cities of eastern India. My government is setting up new AIIMS and new Indian Agriculture Research Institutes in eastern India. The government has also established a central university at East Champaran Motihari, the Kram Bhumi of Mahatma Gandhi. 1027 वर्ड है, 80 की स्पीड है. प्रेजेंट इसकी स्पीच का 11 नंबर है. ये 11 स्पीशीज है जो बोली गई 2 पार्ट में, और ये असाइनमेंट है जिसके पास नहीं वो लेगा, इसको कंप्लीट करना है और फिर उसके बाद डिक्टेशन लेनी है इसी की और फिर सबमिट करना है मंडे को। ये आपके मैक्सिमम वो वर्ड कवर कर देगा जो लेटेस्टली यूज़ किए जा रहे हैं। इसमें काफ़ी सारी डाइवर्सिटीज़ है वर्डों को लेके।